What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Riding out here, listening to my podcast on my way, driving past some of these lands out here that our counterparts be out here making this money off of. I think I'm gonna make a video one day about that. But yeah, that's that shit that our people don't want to deal with, that we don't know nothing about. That this stuff that they make money off of and use that money to keep us where the hell we are in society, and things of that nature. But that's another topic of discussion. This video gonna be about 4B. I'm learning about this 4B movement. Now, as a man, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down with my gentlemen, with my fellas on this one. The ones that didn't vote for Kamala, the ones that voted against Kamala, the ones that voted for the country and the logical shit that we need to be thinking about as a people, and not fucking abortion rights and things of that nature. And it's coming from a dude that did security at an actual Planned Parenthood facility where they did abortions at, right? And so not at all. But the idea that because of this election result and the men that voted, and I understand that women of all races are participating in this movement, but I'm here to discuss the women that, relate more to me, which is my counterpart, my black women. And I'm so saddened that I had to make this video before I can end up making the one where I kind of support the black women and the things that they struggle with and strive for in this same Americas that we live with, or the same things we live with in these Americas, right? So, because it's we go through the same type of similar struggles. It just wears a totally different suit because they are women, we are men, and we're attacked differently from different angles, even though we're walking down the same tunnel of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So this 4B movement is just crazy to me in itself when you think about the cap. I feel like that shit is big cap, and I take that out of the political spectrum. You go from the political spectrum and walk into like the social spectrum, and you can just, because the world is highly internet, right? And even though the internet doesn't show a full scope of the whole world itself, you can get a good taste of what the world and majority is really delving into when you jump on the internet. I mean, a lot of people are delusional on there, but the pulse of the mental of society is definitely on the internet, from the worst to the best, right? And so you can go on like the internet and these tubes and these fucking social websites and the Instagrams and the Twitters and all this other shit, and you see these women, our women, and they cater to a specific individual. That we are definitely in an age where women are definitely seeking a certain particular type of individual in males. I think more heightened in the black community, because I think it might be even targeted that way, propaganda wise. But where it's like they're vying for literally like the same man, and even if it ain't the same man, like in the flesh, like one woman, like 10 women over the same fucking actual dude, they're all looking for the same vision of a man. Even if the man looks different than that man, they kind of looking for the same type of aesthetics, the same type of vibes. Now, I'm not gonna go into details because every woman is different, but what I'm hearing is, or not hearing, what I'm seeing, and this is something I've seen since the 90s, growing up as a kid all the way up until 2024. You look at the idea that you have an epidemic of women. It's really hard to find women without children, first off, right? A lot of women have children. And a lot of women have children and they are single, right? And a lot of these women that are single and have children with the typical man that they like. Now, you could probably go into statistics and find the actual archetype of the guy that most of these women are sleeping with, having babies with, and so on and so forth. So what you're telling me is that with this 4B movement going on, because what I'm seeing on these tubes and internets and some of the experience that I've had in my little dating attempts in this world is like, you guys aren't you're not sleeping with the good dudes, right? The dudes that maybe ain't got it all financially, but they want it. And they want it for the right reasons. They want to get some of this land. They want to make revenue. They want to make their family better. They want to have kids. They want to be a provider. You're not having children with these dudes. You're not sleeping with these type of guys, and it results in what we see in this single baby mamahood. And I got 3 kids, and I need a man that's gonna do this and do that. Or I got 1 kid, I need a man. Why these niggas with no kids shitting on women with kids? Why these men out here making these babies and don't wanna? But all of us don't fall in that category, because I don't agree with them niggas. The niggas that make the babies and run, yeah, y'all fucked up ass niggas, and I don't like that about my niggas. And I would bring my niggas to the front of the congregation and talk about that shit, because that's weak as fuck. Very weak. So these men that you're saying you're not fucking with anymore are not the good ones, quote unquote, because if they were, you wouldn't be in the position that you are in, right? And this is not all women that have babies, or the women that have babies aren't the only women participating in this movement. But again, this is one of the things that messes with my head, because even the single ones without children, they tend to go after the same type of guys that are the type of guys that are the ones to hit it and leave, because they got options. Why not? You got options. And if a girl gonna let you smash and you get her pregnant, but you don't want to give up your options, a nigga will run, a nigga will leave. He's gonna go fuck with other bitches and do this, that, or the other, right? So y'all got this pool of niggas that it seems like y'all all diving on, fucking with, clubbing up, having babies. Oh, your man is my man is your man, our babies is friends, and all this other weird shit, right? So now you saying you not gonna mess with men no more because of the election. But my problem with that thought is the men that you guys usually typically mess with aren't usually the men typically into the politics and the election and the voting, and they don't really care about all of that stuff. So outside of the fact that I really think that shit is big cap, because I don't think that if like a nigga that you like or a nigga with money approached you and talked to you, you not finna say no because of an election. Because if you was gonna do that for an election, why wouldn't you have done that for yourself? Why wouldn't you have done that for your career? Why wouldn't you have done that for the things that it would have mattered for before Kamala running for presidency even fucking existed? It's like y'all wanna, it's like spite is gonna end up making y'all do better in a sense, and I ain't the one to tell y'all what the fuck it is y'all need to do or not, because I ain't your daddy. Logic should state that, you know, the Yahuwah, the Most High, should dictate that. But I'm here to believe that because Kamala lost and niggas didn't vote for her, y'all cutting us off, even though the ones y'all should have been fucking with, y'all don't fuck with anyway. And I love y'all so much, but this is the shit that just twists a nigga head up. Y'all don't fuck with the good niggas like that. We really the ones that stood on business, because we the ones that's like, yo, we see the world for what it is. We see the shit. Us that's waking up, the ones that already knew, we fucking see it for what it is as men. And as black men, we see how detrimental society is for us, and how they about to really start trying to chop niggas out. And the less money you have, the more fucked up you really gonna be trying to fight back. We the ones that really push that needle. So the ones that y'all threatening to cut off ain't even really the ones that you really mad at, in a sense. And so y'all cutting off niggas that y'all don't really fuck with, so that you can lie and continue to fuck with the niggas that you was already fucking with, to continue to what? Be mad. But at the end of the day, some of the sentiments that I've heard from others that I concur on, I 100% agree with this shit, is that if you ladies are actually like looking at the Pookies and the Ray Rays and all of this shit because y'all see abortion might be going out the window and y'all gotta be more responsible for the things that y'all have done. If that's the truth and y'all really are about to, you know, lock that shit up and take the Chirac route, because that was a good ass movie, and the concept of withholding the pussy to save the city. If y'all really on that type of time, I guess it's a good thing. It's a good thing, whether y'all succeed at that shit or not. Cause it ain't gonna affect the niggas that y'all wasn't fucking with anyway. It ain't gonna affect them. The niggas that y'all already fuck with, like I said, y'all gonna continue to bust it down for them. They ain't really affected by it. And they all fucking on the same bitches anyway. So if their women pool shrinks, I mean, they just gonna jump on the pool of bitches that's willing to fuck, because y'all not gonna be able to really get on the same page with that. It's some horny hoes out here, some horny women, hoes, women, and bitches alike. And I'm not disrespectful, I just use those words. But yeah, man, it's a lot of that shit out there, and you ain't finna get all of them to fucking be celibate. So the niggas, just the ones that want to, they just gonna turn around and all start fucking on them, humping on them. So yeah, I mean, I guess best of luck to all of that. And I wish it could have came for something more like logical or understandable than the way niggas decided to vote for y'all to like look at y'all bodies, as beautiful as a lot of these bodies is, manufactured or not, and have a little bit more discernment about who you dishing it out to. Be it off for some weird ass reasons. I pray for y'all on this journey, this 4B journey. Yeah, because it's always good to support healthy body choices, and it's always good to protect your body. Love.